everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting "Go Blue." This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Wildcats will kick this away to start us off. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christine, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab, and it's good for a first down to the 36.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's past the marker and still going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using his legs. It's Rice. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds his man, has the first down. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. It's an option look. Powering through. Now it's another broken tackle. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Snags the quick throw. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? He's looking to make a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air, Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
He shreds the tackle. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain of that catch and run. The Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Scanning the field, it's Jean-Pierre. He's moving out of the pocket. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to the end zone. The ball is picked off. They can't slow him down. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
The end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. A gain moves the ball out near the 25.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Third down after that running play. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. The Wildcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but you better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Grab down the middle. It's Burks. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Crucial 3rd down play right here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
If you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back, it's Barnett. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Wildcats hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Kansas State has moved into the red zone now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He stays alive. Both run tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
The offense 2 for 2 on third downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's third and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Got a lane. Can he get in? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Oh, come on, ref. Give it to him. What a huge run. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you can tell what.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Throws it to the right. He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
They move the 6th, the whole to the line here on first down now. Pitch to the back. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Kansas State offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Takes the handoff. It's Rice. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He's hit just before the throw. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. Well, this head coach clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The Wildcats will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. First and goal, handoff. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. To throw, it's Barnett. Catch made over the middle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Wildcats hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll try the option play here. The back's batter on the pitch. And that run produces a decent gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Michigan 21, Kansas State 14.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. K-State offense is back out on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Burks. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack. The Wildcats looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the 1st down.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The offense went with the hurry up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. The 20, at the 10 now. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. And the Wildcats come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Michigan. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Running out of time in the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to throw. It's Barnett. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time
for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. K-State offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down, looking to throw the football. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense joins the party with a score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Hard running there, breaking tackles. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The Wildcats will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to chuck it again. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for the wide out. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll run it here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Wildcats will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Grab made by the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And the Wildcats looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line laid up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down and goal upcoming. Direct snap to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Kansas State, number 34, in the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good.
The kick is good. That makes the score Michigan 49, Kansas State 21.
Now they get set to kick it away.
35, set to kick this one away.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Looking to scramble. On the move, looking deep. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Looking to throw it on first down. The freshman with a little too much air under that one. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Moving out of the pocket now. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Brings up second down.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines are going to keep this drive rolling. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Yeah, he said, here's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle, but 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on a jet sweep. Touchdown, Wolverines. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rice. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Fires it to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they...
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is...
And he's got it down there inside the 35. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to take another shot right here. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And here's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. He'll ride the back again here. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.